Welcome back, everybody. We got the full band back together for the first time this year. We're missing Randy last week, so welcome in, Randy.
Thank you.
Representing the Cowboys. We got Greg back representing the Eagles. We got Paul representing the Commanders. We got Topher Pete, Chris Peterson representing the Giants. Everybody loves the Giants because of you. So
Or hate them.
it's true. It's true. Love or hate relationship. Let's get the sponsors out of the way real quick. We'll unleash you guys for the first real episode of the year. I'm pretty damn excited. We got 2 days away from real football, or I guess 3 days away from real football. We got an interdivision matchup coming up. Dallas and Philadelphia. Oh, we got two. I didn't even realize that we also have the Giants and the Commanders, apparently. So it's going to be an exciting first week. I'm ready to let you guys loose, but let's get these out of the way first. Sparrow Hair Studio, been with us since pretty much day one. Thank you, Lean, out there at Sparrow Hair Studios. Everybody go see Lean in the Lancaster, PA area. If you are a member of the Clash and Conferences Network, you get a discount there. Lotwin hype chains. Rep your team with a custom 3D printed hype chain from Lotwin. Big win, game day, or just showing out. These made-to-order chains bring some serious energy. Use code TCCPOD for 10% off, or grab one of our custom chains to support and represent the network. Last but not least, Jim Montgomery, this day in Philly sports history. Glad to have him as a part of the network now. He crushes it with some daily content. If you're an Eagles fan coming up, if you're a Flyers fan, it's probably unfortunate, but he gets to some Flyers stuff as well. And if you're a Phillies fan, man, they're getting ready to gear up for a big postseason run. We'll see what's happening here. I'm excited. I saw, I don't know if this is us or related or Jim related or who it's going to be dropped by, but I think I saw something him and Kyle are going to start doing a little brotherly thing. So I'm excited to check that out when it starts dropping soon. Last but not least, we're going to get the wheels spinning tonight. We got internal competitions coming back. We're going to get 3 categories. We're going to start looking at some fun trash talk in the second halves on that. But let's get to it. Randy, why don't you lead off? You missed last week. What's your general outlook on your Cowboys and your outlook for week 1 against the Eagles?
Well, I got
excellent take, Randy. Thank you.
Got 2 seasons starting up this week or the past couple of weeks. The one is, of course, the NFL, but number 2 is I'm actually getting into a little bit of high school football and effort where my kids go are playing really well this year. Looking forward to seeing them play Garden Spot. I've been hearing their offensive line coach is not the sharpest. They've had a couple of tough losses. Looking forward to whooping up on that Garden Spot High School.
Hey, Randy, who's their offensive line coach?
You know, I don't want to say names. I wouldn't want to call anyone out, Trey. But anyway, someone that's going to owe me money at the end of the year. We'll put it that way.
Nice. I just picked up on that, and that's excellent. This is the first take you've said in a while that you've had 3 months to do this, but I think you did good.
Thank you. Now on to my second takes. So again, last week, sorry I missed it, but honestly, I would have been saying the same stuff all over again. I am excited about it, particularly the offense this year. The offense is going to be exciting to watch. Every year Dak's played a whole year. They have had wonderful years. 3 12-5 seasons before last year, back to back. Really good. Looking forward to watching not the starting running back Williams, but Jaden Blue. I think he could potentially be a really awesome flash in the offense. I think again, the year before last, Dak Prescott was the number 1 fantasy quarterback in the league before he got hurt. I think he's going to have an awesome year. He's got 2 great receivers. He's got some good running backs to dump it off to. Better than 2 years ago when we lost Zeke. I'm pretty excited about where the offense is. Defense, it's not even so much to me about Parsons, even though that sucks. To me, I still don't believe in Zimmer. I don't think that his defensive scheme is working well. There's good players. There's good names. There's Sam Williams, Kenny Clark, Mozzie Smith, Ozzie Diggs, whatever his name is, the guy that you guys were making fun of me last year. Dante Fowler, Trayvon Diggs, Jerron Bland, who just got a huge contract, my head has to wonder what would have happened if they would have given Parsons that contract. Would Devon Bland have gotten his extension, or would we be looking at cutting him in a year or two? And Overshawn, I know he had some flashes of awesomeness too. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what the defense does this year. I would love to see a different head or a different defensive coach. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just don't have a lot of faith. In Minnesota, he didn't do that well. And in Dallas last year, he took one of the best defenses in the league, hardly losing a player, and took them to one of the worst defenses, bottom 10 in the league. So I don't know. Excited about offense. Not so sure they have all the pieces to really make a good run in the playoffs because our defense, I really feel like, is struggling. But
well, I'm taking notes on Jadon Blue. I got one more fantasy draft to go that I need to get Greg in. So
you can get him very late. He is not going to go early, but by the end of the year, he should be a starter.
All of the Cowboys running backs go very late, and one of them's got to do something. So, I mean, I feel like there's a lottery ticket back there in fantasy somewhere. I don't know who it's going to be. I'm not going to pretend to know, but one of those guys got to be decent. They got to give somebody the rock.
Jadon Blue reminds me a lot of Darren Sproles. Watch him, watch anything he did. He's small. That he had quite a few fumbles, but other than that, like he's fast. He catches a lot of balls. I think he could be a real star. I think he could be a real nice running back. Honestly,
how do you feel about your offensive line, though?
Lord,
good question.
I can't.
They all
retired.
Retired.
I can't sit here and say. I mean, last year it wasn't horrendous with a lot of the same people we have this year going in. Our big year of losing offensive linemen was not this year; it was last year. And they seemed to hobble some stuff together last year that I don't know. I guess I don't have a deep opinion on it. I guess we'll see.
I mean, Dak got hurt again, right? Don't you seem like you get hurt like every year lately?
Well, he hasn't.
Other than the year, I mean, you won the division 2 years ago.
Hold on, but 3 years in a row, he has not. I shouldn't say 3 years in a row, but for the past 3 years, no, he has not been hurt. Last year, he got hurt. Yes, he missed a couple of games, I think 3 years ago, but it was just a few for something minor.
So here's the real question, and this is the question that I have to the Cowboys fan in the room. How do you let a Hall of Fame player in his prime walk for 2 late first-round draft picks? It's not like you're getting number 1, number 2 picks. These are like going to be picks 26, 27, 28.
Maybe if Green Bay performs well.
I mean, are you sure?
Yeah, are you sure? I mean, you got the Bears, you got Minnesota, you got Detroit in that division.
I mean, I'm just saying Green Bay's got to struggle a lot to not. I mean,
sure.
The last 2 years they've been in the playoffs.
Green Bay can win that division.
I just feel like all 4 of those teams in that division could be first or fourth.
Sure, that's my point. Like you're saying, maybe late round, maybe. I mean, maybe it could be late round. It could. I don't expect it to be the first 5 picks by any stretch of the imagination. But
do you
say it's guaranteed 27, 28th pick?
Anything close to that caliber player and the compensation you got?
There's 2 things. There's 2 major things that I think play into why I think this was the right decision for Dallas. Okay. Number 1 is we weren't really doing that great with Parsons. Parsons, I do think, is an elite player. But my point is we've got to change schemes and a lot of things in our defense in order for our defense to be effective.
He was your defense.
The reason your secondary was good all over the field.
Sure. Well, maybe it's time to change our defense then. But number 2 is, and I love the guy, I really do. I have nothing but good to say about him. Number 2 is this year he's getting paid $62 million this year. I will say the same thing I say about Dak Prescott. No player in the NFL right now deserves to eat up a quarter of your salary cap. It was the right move. You don't handicap that much capital. And you forgot about a big thing. We're getting Kenny Clark out of this, who is a starter, who was a Pro Bowler 3 times.
Yeah, not just a starter. He's a good starter.
He's a good starter. That's what I'm saying. So
he's not again, Micah Parsons, though.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you. But again, you got it's the same argument Topher made for forever about about his running back that was only what, 13, 14 million dollars. I mean, this is 6 times that much money. No, it's
totally
not.
different scenario.
He was one of the most
pretty
elite
much the
players in the
same
NFL.
scenario.
It's 100% a totally different scenario.
Again, I mean, I was mad at
The
Jerry
difference
with
is
the
you
Dak
got
when it's my turn.
The difference is you got nothing for Barkley. He got 2 draft picks.
All right, so Saquon Barkley was a running back that depended on the line. Our line was bad. He never performed like that for us. He got hurt every year.
Hey, I can say Micah Parsons was an edge rush that depended on the line, and our line was bad.
Michael Parsons don't depend on anybody.
I can puke all kinds of stuff up, but
in
the end of it,
it's dumb shit.
For 5 times the amount of money you weren't willing to pay. You're wondering why we're not willing to pay.
No, I told you why.
That's
you
the
guys
dumbest thing in the world. No, because it doesn't make sense, Chris.
Then let me rebuttal.
5 times the price. I could have had 5 Saquon Barkleys.
Very upset.
You're
very upset. Your defense is going to suck, and you know it.
Hey,
the defense is going to suck. Dak's going to get hurt, and you're going to suck, and you know it. You're going to get 4th place in the division. Dude, it's not the same. Micah Parsons
the good news is
the engine that made your defense
so I
go.
kind of doubt it. I don't disagree that he's a good player.
So now you ain't going to have no defense that's not going to go anywhere but 4th place in the division.
I hate to say this, but I agree with Chris, and I'll tell you why. I agree with Chris because Parsons needed to be double teamed on every play, and even when he was double teamed, he was still getting in there within 2.5 seconds, which meant they had to get rid of the ball quick, which your cornerbacks and your Bland and your Diggs could play up and force that early contact and could force disruption of the ball. That's why they played so good. If this pass rush does not get anywhere up the field and your guy Osa or whoever who used to be single teamed is now going to be double teamed and they're getting 3-4 seconds in the pocket, they could pick your defense apart. That's all I'm saying.
And that might be true, but I would still say you don't pay any player that kind of money.
It's a lot. You're right.
Especially
I'm
a player
not denying that.
Who's not Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. It is not worth it. Like,
let me just tell you,
I would feel differently if I really felt like with him, the Cowboys could make an honest Super Bowl run this year. But I don't feel that way. So if I don't feel that way, why would we throw away the next 4 years of capital for
that I can buy? That I can buy if you have a plan.
Maybe making the playoffs. So again, I was the biggest critic of Jerry Jones with Dak Prescott. I thought it was stupid. This move, I agree with.
What about Kenny Clark? What's he got left in the tank? How many more years? 2, 3?
He's 30 years old. Probably 3 to 4 more years. It's really not about Kenny Clark. It's really about getting a person that can start in place of him and getting those 2 first-round picks. It's really not about
not tying up that money.
And not tying
as
up
much
as
anything. I mean, being able to have that money for other things is as big as the draft picks.
Sure. I mean, so again, it's easy to pick it apart and say you shouldn't have done it. But in the end of it, like there's so much business decision going into it that I actually feel like is, for the first time in one of Jerry Jones' moves in a long time, a smart move long-term for the franchise.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think he got let off for the fact that he made it personal. It was personal to him.
Yeah, I agree.
It was 100% personal, and business kind of went out the door after a while. I mean, I think he probably was in good faith, in Jerry Jones's way, in good faith in his mind, negotiating correctly, and it went sideways earlier this year, and he was done. So I think that was kind of the way out. And I agree about not paying Parsons like that. I mean, the Bengals have 4 players taking up 75% of their salary cap. That can't work. It's impossible for that to work.
No.
It's going to be fun to watch on offense some, but it's not going to get you to the promised land.
No.
And their defense is bad. He gets hit a lot, so that's the problem that Bengals had with Joe Burrow. They, you know what I mean? Like his line isn't that great. They don't have the money for that. Their defense isn't that great because they're paying 4 players all that money. I get it. I get it.
Unfortunately, Jerry Jones is an 82-year-old cowboy who does things with a handshake in a world that is much different than what he is familiar with. And I think that, that kind of just solidifies the problems with Jerry Jones being the general manager, in my opinion.
I'm just going to say this. As a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, in 1993, when our owner, Norman Brayman, decided that they were not going to spend I think it was $5 million on, at the time, the greatest defensive lineman to ever play the game. And he went to Green Bay and broke my heart and my childhood dreams of winning a Super Bowl. I still, to this day, hate that man and Joe Carter more than anybody in the world. Norman Braman, that is, for not signing Reggie
Greg,
White.
as you guys remind me so many times, it ain't 1995 anymore. We're in a different pool. The talent pool out there is different.
Sure. Jesus, Randy, you are on fire tonight.
I'm sorry.
Let's slide off Micah Parsons. I know it's been definitely the biggest news in a while, but I want all three other guys to get a chance here in the first half. Greg, you got the matchup with them. What do you think going into this week? What are your thoughts on the Eagles?
I'm excited. Very excited. Saw the line moved a little bit. That number slid just a bit because of Micah, and now it is seven and a half. Yeah, I already told you my thoughts on Dallas and their defense. I think their defense is going to be struggling without him. I think that's why their safeties and their cornerbacks were so good. I think that's why their D-line was good, because Mike was getting double, triple teamed. If we stay healthy, we're going to be the team to beat, in my opinion. Right now, our offensive line is looking great. Saquon Barkley, I'm excited to see what comes out Thursday. I'm excited to see what kind of offense they're going to implement. Losing him to New Orleans could be a little trouble. It could take a couple weeks to get our offense solidified. Are we going to be run happy? Are we going to be pass happy? Or how are we going to make everyone happy, I guess, is going to be the key to our year.
Greg, I got a question.
Yeah.
So all preseason long, Dallas and the Eagles don't start their starters.
No.
And it's like, I even look at, again, like, how does that affect week one? Like, I just feel like
affects it.
I feel like this could be such a crapshoot in both games, really, because I just feel more than ever the continuity. I mean, when we had 4 weeks of preseason, I remember it was game 3. The starters would play like half to 3/4 of the game, and now they're not getting a snap with the starting roster.
It is interesting to see how the NFL is handling this, and what teams play their players and what teams don't play their players, or starters, I should say, in preseason. I'm not a fan of it. I want them to play, and I'm upset that they don't play. I get it. You don't want to get anybody hurt, but I think continuity, they feel like they're getting enough reps in practice.
Sure. And then you got moron Giant fans that are like, oh, hey, we scored the most points in the preseason. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Craig, you also have more of the you also got the more of the like the Giants practice with the Jets, and like last year we practiced with Detroit. You got a lot more of that. And they do say that's when you get your most reps in. So like things have also changed that way. But growing up, we seen Jerry Rice and them guys in preseason. And I always felt like that's why you see so many injuries the first 2-3 weeks. You see hamstrings, you see things, because you can't, as much as they like to tell you can't replicate game in practice.
I would agree.
Well, and that's the one thing that I don't like. I don't like that we're playing a division game week 1. I hate that. I hate that. And I hate how you guys have 2 divisional games
right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
I feel like we're catching them both at the right time for the first time.
You are.
Ever.
And that could make you guys more optimistic, more positive than you should be.
I said that on our podcast the other night. I said when we beat Tennessee.
It almost sounds like you're saying it may be a smokescreen.
I'm not saying a smokescreen. I guess what I'm getting at is, week 1 is always week 1. Like we were in Brazil last year against the Packers. We played horrible. We won the game, but there was just a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of penalties. Like it's just, I think the first 2 to 3 weeks is always a crapshoot. You never know what you're going to get. You never know how they're going to gel. We have a new offensive coordinator. I think our defense is going to do well. I'm excited about our defense. I'm excited about our defensive line. I'm excited about our secondary. But with that said, we're going against a team that is going to look to throw the ball a lot, in my opinion. So we're going to have some pressure. I think we're going to win. I think we'll win handily. I think we'll be over the 7.5, and we'll talk about that the next half. But I think we do pull out the win.
All right. let's get to the second. Apparently, the second interdivision. Oh, go ahead, Randy.
Again, I want to wait to do predictions, but I did have one thing I wanted to talk about the Giants on, Chris. You like to remind me about how I consistently have to go back to 1995 to watch tape. Do you know the last time the Giants have won the division?
Well, it's been a while. It's been.
Do you know how long?
Tell us, Randy.
Top of my head.
I want to see if Chris has any idea.
Let me think about this. It would probably, I would say, late 80s.
No, come on, Chris.
I'm serious, dude. We went 9-7 the last 2 times we won the Super Bowl.
15 years, Chris.
I was going to say 2000.
Do you know the last time the Giants have had a better record than the Cowboys?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
15 years.
Okay.
Yeah. 2011 is the last time.
Yeah, you know, one of them years.
Just wanted to poke out a little bit of history there.
Yeah, you know, one of them years you beat us twice in the regular season, and then you had home field, and we came into your stadium.
I don't think it was those years.
Yeah, it was. It was one of those years. It was the last time we won the Super Bowl. One of the last times we won the Super Bowl. Came in, beat you, and we went on to win it.
Yeah, you know what that was? 2011, Chris.
But the last time we won the division?
That's when you won the Super Bowl.
2012. We didn't win the division. Both
no, in 2012
we were a wild card. That's why I say like 80s. I don't know.
I feel like I'm getting dumber listening to this.
Yeah, me too.
Go ahead, Paul.
No, I think we should just mosey right on into the second half over here. I guess we can get through the Giants Redskins game. I don't know if we have enough time in the segment for Chris to give his opinion again about what's going to happen.
If you would just get to yours.
I already told you, I was like, we absolutely could lose. It has nothing to do with you. It could have been anybody that we're playing against. It's just week 1 for whatever reason. I don't think we're ready. I'm not convinced.
I think we're ready. I think we're
we know you do. We know you do.
A lot of morale building. We're ready. And we're gonna come in and smoke you. That's my take.
Yeah.
You're eating dubs.
I'm sure that you think you could beat the AFC Pro Bowl team right now.
I just happen to think we're catching both of you at the right time.
What you would say is it's possible. I think we could, which means
I'm very convinced we'll win week 1. Very convinced.
Hey, so one other thing is last year I gave a couple other team predictions that actually Greg pointed out at the end of the year I was right on. So I'm going to give a couple more. One was Denver last year. Remember that, Greg? I'm going to tell you this. I think, again, San Francisco is going to have another down year. And I think that the Steelers are not going to make the Super Bowl for the first time in a long time.
Playoffs.
Super Bowl.
Playoffs.
I was say the Super Bowl.
So there's my 2 predictions for the year. Another declining year for San Francisco. I think that Pittsburgh is going to tank. I think that Rodgers will be definitely retired by the end of this year.
I like that, Randy. So quick, going back to the Washington and the Giants game, what do you think the Giants offense is looking to do then, Chris? So do you think they're going to
a lot of quick game? We're going to try to run the ball. We want to utilize our offensive line. Andrew Thomas might not play week 1. But I do believe
that is a recipe for failure for the Giants.
It is, but we're not as in bad shape as we've been. I think we got a lot more depth than we had, and I think we're going to run the ball, a lot of quick stuff, and then obviously try to get neighbors.
I heard for years how important Andrew Thomas is. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we got more depth than we had. I mean, that was a key, and that's something we had to do. Probably why we didn't spend so much money on a running back the year before.
That was the worst take after being so overconfident. Like, you just gave us absolutely nothing.
Well, I don't expect them to come out like firing all cylinders week 1. We got a lot of new, but I do think we're in better shape, and you are going into week 1. So yeah, I do think we can handle you. I don't see what's wrong with my take.
Giants have started off awful slow the last 2 years.
They have.
Does
it's time to start, and then that's what I'm saying. The morale's different, so like it's time. Go in there and get a win. I was going to bring up the Tennessee game a couple years ago. Went in there, went for 2 to win the game. And
they need you in that locker room. Your morale is never different.
Nah, they got Jameis Winston now, man. He's been pumping them up.
He's been a clown. He is a clown.
So the question is, does Debo look like me, or did he drop his weight?
I asked that last week. I have no idea. I seen a couple takes. I asked Paul.
He didn't look that big. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not trying to say that he needs to be doing end arounds every series. But
He likes,
like I said, when I told you, I don't think we're completely ready. I mean, he's a factor in that as well. I'm not convinced. I'm not completely sold on our run game right at the very moment. There some of the new pieces are question marks.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want to see it. I'm very, I'm optimistic about what it's going to be. But
so
I mean, go ahead.
I think the big question is, are we making a quick run to Morgantown before the game start, Mike?
We'll see.
All right. Good. I need that on tape. Sorry.
Chris, I feel like there's no way you got all your points out this first half. You got anything else you wanna do here before we close?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm just ready for the season to start. All
right, just want to make sure. I don't want to be yelled at, at halftime or anything.
New year.
New year,
all
new
right.
you.
Well,
we're good.
Let's take a break. We're gonna get back. We're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna get back into our competition again. Looking forward to it. We'll be back here shortly.
What up, everybody? The Beard is here. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, the law offices of William P. Harrington. Credit card litigation, Chapter 7 bankruptcy, estate planning, estate administration, guardianships, they do it all. As a member, listener, follower, supporter of our network, they are offering you a 15% discount on these services. So if you are in the Pennsylvania or New Jersey area, schedule your free consultation today.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And check out our fellow podcaster, Jim Montgomery, with This Day in Philly Sports History. Thank you.
All right, we are back from halftime. We're going to spin these wheels for the first time this year. As a reminder, we do this internal competition. We spin the wheel 3 times every week based on whatever it lands on. Those are the categories that these guys are competing in each week, and we'll hand out at least 3 points based on the results of the wheel. And then we total those points up through the year. At the end of the year, we crown a champion. Last year, Greg was our champion. He was our internal competition champion again in the regular season and the postseason. His team won the Super Bowl. He had the triple crown of clashing conferences of notoriety, of whatever you can call that, and just a good year for Greg last year. So we'll see who's going to do it this year. Let's spin it for the first time and get us something to root for in week 1.
I want to say, Paul, you always say I waffle, but you're sitting there going, it's week 1. Anything can happen. I think you always try to play it safe. Man.
Interceptions, any single player. That's going to be a tough one. Anybody
that's going to be
get
very
2?
tough. Bland.
Why are you just filling noise with just garbage? I feel you didn't need to say any of that. That was dumb.
I did.
Not you. I meant Chris.
Feeling longest field goal by team total.
Oh, Aubrey. Are we going quick. 2 for 2? You going 2 for 2?
Yes, sir.
Brandon Aubrey?
I got to remember how this worked last year. Did we do the total of a team's field goals? So if you kicked a 50-yarder and a 25-yarder, was it 75 when it was team total as opposed to single player, or was it just one field goal, longest field goal?
I think when we did team, I think it was team. It was all of them added up.
It's kind of what I'm remembering.
And single player.
Steve's nodding his head. That's what we're going to go with. It's going to be the combined yardage of all the field goals that your team kicks in that game.
Which is interesting.
And our last category is the infamous QBR. I forgot this was even on the wheel. This is so much fun.
Team total.
As a reminder, QBR is the fake ESPN made-up category. QBR will be...
that was team, by the way.
Not quarterback rating.
Didn't something happen last year when somebody got in for like 2 plays and threw the ball once or twice? I mean,
Chris, you got 3 quarterbacks, so you should obviously crush Team QBR, right?
I mean, I'm only hoping 1 plays, dude. Like, really. I'm really hoping.
What do you guys think? Who's gonna? I mean, single player is a tough one. These are all crapshoots. I mean, QBR is not a huge crapshoot. Who's going to win QBR? You guys all got good quarterbacks.
Should be
Jaden.
I think if it's based on like those percentages and stuff, I know it's this nonsense algorithm, but I know that quarterback rating Jaden Daniels normally is usually pretty efficient.
Unfortunately, that's not what we're going with here.
Absolutely not.
And that's the trick behind it, right? I don't know. I was gonna, if somebody wants to start like the interceptions, just because of how efficient he is, I do feel like the Giants are going to get to the quarterback, but that doesn't always mean interceptions. It can mean
always with you. Like he's set up to do this. He definitely could. He just won't.
I'm analyzing why I'm not saying the Giants are going to win the interception total, but it is a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. So I'm gonna say Dak throws an interception. So I'm gonna say somebody on Philly wins that, or gets more than one pick, or gets the most points there. Field goals, that could be, once again, anything. I don't feel like Dallas is really going to score a lot of points. I know you love their offense, but I brought up the offensive line for a reason. Eagles got a good defensive line. Giants got a good defensive line. If you have no defense and your offense is all you're banking on, but we're getting your quarterback all day, dude, it's going to be welcome to my world the last couple of years. Have fun. It's going to be ugly. So field goals, I mean, it could be you. It could be the Redskins. I mean, I feel like our defense, once again, is going to be decent, not creating turnovers, but keeping him under control. So one of them teams could win that. And then QBR could be anybody. I'm going to say Hurts. I'm going to say Hurts gets the QBR.
Wise choice.
You picking wins, Chris?
Well, Eagles, Dallas. I think Eagles will win and they'll cover. And I don't know what the points are for the Giants Washington
6.5.
6.5. Yeah.
And we're favored?
No.
What?
No.
What is wrong with you? You won't be favored
Washington?
this year. You're going to be
Coming
favored
off
against
the
Saints.
One of the biggest
He was
spreads
so
of the year.
serious. And we're favored?
Just trying to get him fired up.
Of the week.
So, oh my God.
Giants easily win that game because they're going to win the game. So, yeah. I feel like, look, I don't look at spreads. I feel like there's no way they can beat us this week. So you guys should be putting all your money on the New York Giants this week.
No way.
I'm thinking about it, Chris.
Las Vegas would be very happy.
And 6.5 is a lot. Like, that's a lot. Like, Giants are going to win that by 10.
But that's Vegas telling you suck. That's what it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, actually.
That's exactly what it is.
Unfortunately. In all due respect, I didn't really know what it was. I figured they would be like a 3-point favorite for being at home since they won, they went to the NFC Championship.
You're only going to be favored in one game the entire year. Only one.
6.5.
The Saints are the only time you're going to be actually favored in any game.
If I was a betting man, I would bet you're totally wrong on that. As this year goes on, we're going to be a favorite in a lot more games.
Well, it's a darn good thing you're not a betting man because you'd be broke.
You don't remember last week, Paul? Schedule means nothing. This means nothing.
How much did you lose to trade the last couple of years, and you're going to lose again this year?
$50.
Not me. I won.
I'm getting me some cheesesteak egg rolls in about 9 months.
I know who wins and loses. Trust me.
Go ahead, Paul. Your iPad's going to die here.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate the courtesy and a break from this audacity here. I think that I'm picking the Redskins to win this game. How about that? I don't do the spreads, but I'm picking the Redskins to win. Good Lord. After that, like, how could we not win? Like, oh my gosh. Unless like 3 like Hall of Famers from the Giants like all pass away in the next 3 days. Like, there's no reason that you should, like, your team deserves to win this game at any point.
I won't have to worry about it being Eli.
And I do think the Eagles are going to win as well. And I don't think it has really anything to do with Parsons. I think still just the Eagles have enough weapons still left for sure. I'm not saying that they just completely fell off. No, definitely not going to say that. I actually think this year, I think Jalen it'll stat wise will appear that Jalen played better this year. I think. 2 years ago I had him on, in fantasy, and he was a stud. Last year, as far as fantasy goes, he fell off. Again, that doesn't matter whatsoever when you're actually on the field. But I think stat-wise, I think you're going to hear his name a little bit more than you were before, and that's fine. So those are my 2 picks. As far as the different categories, I don't know if it's the angle or what it is, but Randy looks like he's wearing a do-rag or something. Just the way that I guess the hat is. Yeah, there it is. And I'll go with Aubrey. I think is going to have the most field goal yards total because I think they're going to be kicking quite a few of them. As far as interceptions, I wouldn't be surprised if it's DeRon Bland either, but I'm not going to take him because I don't think you're going to be intercepting Jalen Hurts. I'm going to have to go with our secondary, to be honest on that. So I'll go Washington on that. It only got like two options for the most part, not too many. And then what was the other one? QBR. I will stick with Jaden on that. And if he wins that, then I think we definitely win the game as well.
Nice. I'll go next. I will single player interceptions. I'm going to go out. I'm going to say the Eagles, but I think it's going to be Reed Blankenship. But I'm just going to say the Eagles will win that. Longest field goal team, I think it's going to be Aubrey. I think Aubrey's going to kick 250-plus yarders and probably a 30-some yarder. They may score a touchdown, but I think it's going to be a lot of field goals for Dallas in Thursday night's game. QBR, got to take Hurts until we see what the season brings us. I'm going to take the Eagles minus 7.5 and the Giants plus 6.5. I think it's a 3-point game. I think Washington kicks field goal at the end to win it, but I think it's going to be a close game, just like it was last year. I think it's going to be close. What do you got, Randy?
So I'm going to start with the pick. Well, yeah, I'll start with the picks. Single play interception. So I'm hopeful that maybe we get to see Jameis Winston, who threw 6 interceptions in one game against Seattle last year, which would mean that we would have a Commanders interception win. Longest, again, everybody's saying Aubrey. I agree. I think Dallas is going to be kicking a lot of field goals. QBR, I'm going to actually give that to Jaden Daniels. Philadelphia's defense is unreal. I don't know if all the players are going to be popping week 1. So I don't know if I believe in that. In Dak week 1. That being said, the last 2 years, Dallas has come out swinging week 1 and 2. 30 to 40-point wins in the first 2 weeks for the last 2 years. I think that Dallas, again,
Who'd you win by 40 last time?
Do I think it's
Who'd you win by 40 that time?
Trying to remember who. Well, 2 years ago it was the Giants and then the Jets.
Okay, gotcha.
And I forget who it was last year. But anyway,
I'm not worried about that. I just wanted to hear that. You got it. You're good.
Okay. So I don't want to say I think Dallas is favored to win, but I do think it's very possible they win that game. So I'm going to pick Dallas. Obviously, I'm not picking the Eagles because screw the Eagles. Washington Giants. I do think that's going to be a game. I think that there's a lot of excitement on that team.
Definitely a game.
I don't think that Russell's the best option for quarterback in that team. I actually think Jameis would be a better option. I think that Russell's going to not start very quickly, but I think it could be a decent game for all the reasons you guys are saying.
I think Jameis would be more exciting too. He's an equal opportunity quarterback. He'll throw bombs to both teams.
Everyone.
Yeah, everybody gets a play. Everybody gets the ball.
But at least they'll score points. Anyway, that's my takes. That's my picks. Oh, you guys all gave predictions for your teams last week. I was listening to them.
We did.
I wanted to give one prediction. My opinion is 10-7. Looking at the schedule, I don't think they're going to have another 12-5 win year. 10-7.
Which leads you to what in the division?
Make it a playoffs. Second to third place in the division.
We got possible 3 teams in the division going to playoffs again?
I think possibly. I think there's only one team. I won't say which one that probably won't make it.
That's going to be you because you're going to be in 4th.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, that's exactly who he was thinking of at 10-7.
That's why you didn't want to say it.
You realize Chris said they could win 10 games this year, Randy?
I mean, again, they
My
have the
take was all 3 of us win 8.
He said
schedule.
could.
toughest schedule in the NFL.
I think we
Did you hear your take?
Can.
Did you hear your take when you went? You said, "Oh, first week, anything could happen." You really waffled a lot there.
Toughest schedule in the NFL, Chris. I think your over under in Las Vegas is like 4.5.
I think it's 5
or something like
5.
Well, whatever. It's like one of the lowest in the NFL.
They'll win 8
I think I think if it weren't for
unless Dark comes
New
in
Orleans,
and blows it up.
If it weren't for New Orleans, you guys would be favored to be the worst team in the NFL. If it weren't for Spencer Rattler,
get it in now, buddy. Get it in now because I told you you're going to be like 3rd or 4th, most likely 4th. So.
I think the good news is
yes, that means you're 3rd.
Old Manning really did a hurting to his draft stock this weekend, so you might be able to draft him in the mid-20s this year, next year when he comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Randy
Manning from Texas. Arch.
No, but who's
Chris got his quarterback in the future?
Giants.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't drafting him. We got
he wants Manning.
Because he hasn't started a game.
He can go to Dallas.
This
He
year.
can go to New Orleans. He can go anywhere. He ain't coming to us.
Okay. All right. I like the confidence. I like that.
I can't wait. I got to record that because the end of the year, you guys are going to be like,
It's already being recorded right now, buddy. You're on a podcast. Did you not know that?
True.
I'm curious to see Mike's opinion on his Bears.
The Bears.
We didn't talk about that.
I told you. I think in my division, I think all 4 of those teams could be first. I think all 4 of those teams could be last. It is the most balanced division in football, I think.
Wow, talk about some waffling, man. Let's tell you what.
That's the truth, Chris.
Dude, it's week 1. I mean, I understand that. That's why we're all doing it, but he kills me for it, and everybody shakes their head and laughs. But that's why everybody's waffling like that. It's hard week 1, man. You don't really know, and everything is based off of last year's statistics, just like the power rankings.
You do understand that when he said that they could either be 1 or 4 means he has no idea after week 1.
But hold on, I heard you say that last week.
No, but I think Green Bay can win the division, and I don't think the Bears can. But
Chris, it's not based off of last year's.
It basically is based off of individual players and what they did.
No, you're wrong. It's
then
based off of
again.
The trades and transactions, the drafts.
Right, that's why they have it ranked at 5 wins, dude. And then you add in those players.
Yes, which you're going to be 5 wins.
Right, dude, you're not listening to what I'm saying. They take the current players,
just
like they do on Madden, and they throw in their stats of what they did at analytics last year, and then they spit out where they believe the team can come out at.
Yes. It's not a guarantee, obviously, but it is the closest thing to reality.
Let me finish. Just like why Greg's points went a little bit more. What was it, Greg, before Parsons? Before Parsons,
6.5.
And then it went to what, 7? Okay.
7.5.
Yeah.
We had one of the toughest schedules, if not, but as soon as he got traded,
which doesn't matter.
It moved a little bit.
There is no player in the NFL that will move a line more than a point or a point and a half that's not a quarterback.
I'm just
You
saying,
will not see it. It's not that big of a deal for one player to change teams as far as Vegas is concerned.
Well, that moved a half a point, and my whole point of that rant.
But he's one of the best players in the NFL, and it only moved half a point.
Even the power rankings of toughest schedules, it moved a little bit. Like everything moves off of the player itself.
But when you said that's not true. They don't change.
100% true.
They did not change. The Giants went from a tough schedule to a graceful swan-like schedule because Micah Parsons got traded.
See, and that's
you still got to play Micah Parsons once a year because you're playing Green Bay anyway.
Hear it one way and regurgitate it out another. I never said that. I said it got slightly different. And I even sent the thing in the Discord.
But like literally, you went from
it moved a couple little tenths of a point.
I don't know, Chris.
Because of Micah Parsons, just like he got an extra half a point because of Micah Parsons. It's exactly how it works.
That isn't what the Giants need to win the division this year.
They don't. They got to go out and play good defense, execute, and win some damn games. That's what they got.
But we know they're going to play good defense because you tell us they have the best defense.
Right. They have one of the best. I'm sure they could possibly have one of the best.
There's an asterisk.
Remains
an
healthy.
Asterisk with every take you have.
Because that's the asterisk for everybody. Greg said it.
An asterisk.
All right, so when Greg said it a little bit ago, and he said, "Oh, we could have one of the best teams in the league if we stay healthy," you didn't yell at him and jump down his throat.
Because last year we were the best team in the league.
Last year you won the Super Bowl. This team just won the Super Bowl.
And
the Giants won 4 games. And you're basically saying they could be a playoff.
Yeah, the Eagles won more games in the postseason than you did in the regular season.
Just keep bringing it. Next week you'll be on one. You'll be on one. We'll talk about it next week.
I do.
So now we're losing.
Get it all now. Get it out now because you guys will just die off and probably quit by week 7.
No, that was you the last couple of years.
No, never was me. I never quit.
I will say, Chris always said spunk and fire.
Still spunk and fire.
But he was talking about the Knicks by week 5.
Dude, we weren't doing anything. You talk about the Sixers yet? You probably won't talk about them this year. They're going to suck again.
Yeah, that's right. That's
right.
why we're on a football podcast.
We won't see you during basketball season.
No, I don't know.
All right.
Especially if we sign
now that
Simmons.
we're getting into Sixers and Knicks, that is definitely the dumb shit. I got one more piece of dumb shit I'm going to throw out there. The Bears. You want my Bears take? I'll give you a hot Bears take that's not waffling, Chris. We're going to beat 3 of the 4 NFC East teams this year. Bang.
Say that again, Mike.
We play all 4 of you guys. The Bears do. NFC North plays the NFC East this year.
What's your record going to be?
3-1. I just said that. We're going to beat 3 of you 4 teams this year. Probably won't be Greg's team.
1-3, and the only one you're going to beat is
playing the other 3 of you.
Mark, write it down.
We'll see.
1-3.
Write it down. Write it down, Chris.
Mike, the game in Philly is going to be nice. You got to come down for that. That is a Black Friday 3:00 game.
Yeah, almost definitely not.
That's
Black Friday, no. And that's I just went to a Phillies game out there. Parking sucks. Getting out of there sucks. Traffic sucks.
The
On
people
Black
suck.
Friday, you want me to do that when I don't even care about the game?
People definitely suck.
You do care about the game. It's the Bears.
Mike, who are you losing to?
I didn't realize I didn't pick up on what was going on here. I'm still not going. I don't go to football games. I'd much rather be in my cave with all my screens and
Fair.
All right, let's get out of here. We will be back next week to talk about real live action, real games, real points that have been handed out. It is Clashing Conferences. Come join us. It is very easy to do. theclashingconferences.com, I think. Check it out. Hop on, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll see you next week.
How about them Cowboys?
Boom, boom, boom.